Welcome, everybody, to Saturday's only college football show, hosted by your boy Ben Crowell. All my brothers and sisters in Christ, how are we doing? How are we feeling this week? Today's topic, and our first real show today. Really pumped up, really excited about it. But yeah, if you guys don't know me already, I'm Benjamin Crowell here in Charleston, South Carolina. Let's get to work. Today, we are going to be focusing on the transfer portal, primarily the LSU football Tigers. All right. Lane Kiffin and the boys have been going crazy. All right. They started off a little slow, picked up some steam, and now they've really picked it up. I mean, transfer portal's already been crazy with all the injuries, all the money, everything that's been going on. It's just been, blowing all of our minds. You know what I mean? Of course, just wanted to say, I'm an LSU fan. I'm going to be a little biased, but I'm going to try and just stay, just in the middle here. I'm not going to go too far right, too far left. Try to stay in the middle here. But yeah. Also, you guys probably see, past couple of videos started off with just the face cam, and then we moved to the slideshow pictures of the quarterback for the quarterback prediction. Also, guys, go look back at that video. So far, so good. I got Sorsby right. I got DJ Lagway right. I didn't get Raiola right, sadly. I really thought he was going to go to Louisville, but now he's on visit to Oregon. Who else did I get right? I got Rocco Becht right. I got Josh Hoover right. I got hopefully Sam Leavitt. Hope and pray. But yeah, it's been crazy so far. Quarterback market, everything, and just it's crazy. Oh yeah, Byron Brown I also got right. So yeah, college football, man, it's a wild ride. Especially as an LSU fan on that Lane train, everything that's been going on is just wild. So, yeah, obviously, Round got a new setup. Over there we got a screen with, of course, Sam Leavitt's right there. But got all the goodies now, so we're a real show. But, yeah, today's topic is the LSU football Tigers. Lane Kiffin, of course, when you bring him in, you're going to have elite talent through the transfer portal. He loves the transfer portal. That's the main reason he came to LSU, because he didn't have that talent acquisition at Ole Miss. LSU has some of the most resources of any college football program in the country. Not biased. That is just a known fact. Okay, so today we are going to be going through just what's been going on, the quarterback targets, obviously, because there's been some swing and misses, but just some updates, some news for you guys surrounding a lot of these players, because you guys know transfer portal is crazy. A lot of stuff happens. A lot of stuff goes down, but I'm here to make sure it's clean and concise for you as the viewer to understand. So, first and foremost, let's talk about our guy right here, Sam Leavitt. Okay, currently the number one quarterback in the transfer portal rankings for 24/7. He's rated as a 98, so he's tied with Brendan Sorsby, but he is number one in the rankings. Obviously, you guys know him from the Arizona State college football playoff run last year with Cam Scatterby, Kenny Dillingham, and the boys, giving hell to Texas. But he's entered the transfer portal. This man has been shopped around so far. So first, he visited Kentucky. Okay, after Kentucky, he was planning to visit Texas Tech, and then he went to LSU. He said he loved LSU. Okay. Really enjoyed it. Leavitt visited LSU early in the portal season, right after he went to Kentucky. And he met with, Lane Kiffin and went to supper club with the quarterback coach, Charlie Weiss, family, and Whit Weeks. And they were really hoping his visit would end in a commitment, right? So go to the basketball game. And, of course, during the basketball game, we all know what happened to Damon Wilson enters the transfer portal. As an LSU fan, that was a really weird time watching the whole Damon Williams situation. I really did think we were going to get him, because that guy could literally just drop out and come over to LSU, but we didn't know that he would have to pay Washington $4 million in damages if he were to transfer. So, pretty crazy. But, update today, Kiffin flew to Knoxville last night. Flew to Knoxville, and people were like, posted on his Instagram, Knoxville airport. Why is he in Knoxville? Okay, people are like, okay, he's not going obviously to get Sam Leavitt, but he's going to go get this offensive lineman, which we ended up getting a commit out of the center. So he went, and he talked to Sam in the Knoxville airport, trying to convince him, 10 reasons about you style, don't leave, or 10 reasons I hate you style, like Matthew McConaughey, please don't leave me, I need you. Obviously, it did not work, but I think he got the image across the table. He showed him, hey, Sam, I know it was ugly at the basketball game, I know, but look at all these receivers we got. We're gonna up our money because there was that is confirmed. The offer that was given on the table on LSU's visit was smaller than the offer that they gave him last night. Okay, so Sam Leavitt, I mean, he's a dog. He's an improviser, a lot like Jackson Dart. He can use his legs. Great flick of the wrist on the throws. He's an aggressive ball player. I love it. He fits Lane Kiffin's offense so well. But the thing is that a lot of people know about is one of the main reasons this guy's taking so many visits is because he has a Les Frank injury. So the major bone in your leg, it's broken and you have some torn ligaments. So he got surgery on that. He got injured during the season, but that's a really bad injury. For instance, Cam Newton had that injury, and that practically ended his career from then out. So pretty risky injury. Right, so Lane Kiffin, I think in that moment got scared of the Les Frank injury and saw Damon Wilson, someone who had committed to Ole Miss and someone he'd been chasing after for practically 3 years, sees him go in the transfer portal. He's like, okay, I want that guy because I know who he is and I know he's healthy. That's why they went after Sorsby first, because they knew he was healthy and they knew he never got injured. Sam Leavitt, he's gotten injured and it's a pretty bad injury. So there's that. I really do think Sam has a chance. He's currently going on a visit to Miami. I really still think there's a chance, that he could commit to LSU. But I think it would be a dogfight, which LSU's gotten in dogfights before in the transfer portal, and they've come out alive or they've come out dead. So, I mean, the rumor is that LSU they want him. They're trying to get it clear across the table. We want you, Sam. You're our guy, right? But he's going to Miami. In Miami, money. Look at him. They're in the national title game. Carson Beckman looking like a superstar. I think that Mario Cristobal and the guy should be able to convince him if they slide $6 million across the table, he'll commit to them. But obviously, we know which school has more quarterback success in the NFL, and that's why you go to schools like this, so you can get a bag and you get really good experience. LSU, Joe Burrow, Jaden Daniels, Garrett Nussmeier will probably be a top 3 round pick. So Sam, wherever you are, man, and to all you people out there, he's still a possibility. He's still on the table. LSU is still pursuing him. Don't forget about him. The next guy we are going to talk about is Husan Longstreet, the true freshman. But he's going to be a redshirt freshman, of course, this upcoming season. He's a dog, okay? So from the videos that I've watched of this guy, he looks pretty nasty, okay? Watch his high school highlights. He was a pretty revered high school prospect. Of course, you can look down there. As a prospect, he was a 98 overall. Number four quarterback in the portal. 6 foot, 200 pounds. Dual threat. That's all I got to tell you. He's a dual threat guy. Highly revered prospect. Lincoln Riley got him. But watching his tape, he reminds me a good bit of what Trinidad Chambliss shown this year. He's a really high football IQ. He's a quick processor. He makes really quick reads. He's really patient and really mature. I mean, when you look at a quarterback, especially a young guy, and you wonder, most of these guys are not going to have the patience and reading plays. This guy has patience, so I saw it. And he's competitive. So a lot of quarterback coaches, a lot of people have been saying he's a really competitive guy. And I can see it, in the way he plays football. This season, he did play a little bit. He had 76 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns, and 103 passing yards and no touchdown. No turnovers, just in cleanup time, but he showed some flashes in the improvising. So the rumors are LSU has shown some legit interest in possibly going after Husan, because obviously you're not going to be able to land, if you can't land Sam, you got to go after one of these younger guys because you're going to go obviously and get a D2 guy, a JUCO guy, FCS guy, whatever it takes, But he's a high upside, man. He's raw, and I would not be surprised if this guy ends up committing to LSU. I would not be surprised in the slightest. I mean, there's been really no rumors of visits. There's been no rumors of people tracking him or whatever, but man, LSU's they're in the play. They're on the table for this guy. And I would not be surprised in the slightest if Husan Longstreet ends up in the purple and gold next season. I really just like his intangibles, man. He's athletic. He's got a really strong arm. I saw a video of him throw the ball 78 yards. I mean, 6'2", 278 yards, that's impressive. And he's fast, too. I feel like Lane would love to have this kid. Of course, he's older than me, but, love to have this guy on his roster and develop. You know what I mean? That's why I don't understand about a lot of these quarterbacks just chasing bucks. Why not go to the school that has produced probably the best quarterback in the NFL in Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, who's the quickly rising quarterback. Of course, he got injured this year, but, I mean, rookie year, he was phenomenal. One of the greatest rookie seasons we've ever seen. And another fun fact, LSU is the most quarterbacks drafted in the portal in the 21st century. Search it up. I'm not kidding about that stat. But yeah, I mean, it's popped up in discussions. Longstreet has been there, but his upside, man, really, really high upside guy. Man, if they were to get him, they would not miss. They would not miss at all. I would love to see this guy in the purple and gold. Just a guy who can scramble, improvise. That's what he brings. Next guy we're going to talk about, man. This guy right here, Damon Wilson. Man, I love this kid. Not kid. I keep saying kid. Love this guy. He is a dog. Of course, we saw today Chaz Coleman. He committed to Tennessee after taking visits from LSU, Tennessee, and Ohio State, and USC, South Carolina. He's an Ohio guy, Chaz Coleman, but he ended up committing to Tennessee because they threw him back. What do we expect? But when Damon Wilson entered the portal, I'm like, I told my dad, I told my friends, watch this guy. Watch him. LSU is going to be a team in play for this guy. Because if you don't get Chaz Coleman, Damon Wilson's right there within arm's length. But me personally, I'm not saying this because Chaz Coleman went to Tennessee, but I like Damon Wilson better. He's a proven guy. He had 9 sacks this year. He is producing on the field. Chaz Coleman, as a true freshman in limited reps, produced a little bit, but Damon Wilson was an all second-team SEC player. I mean, this guy showed the flashes and the power of his pass rush, He is a dog. He forced three forced fumbles this year, too. 12 tackles for loss, 48 total tackles as a pass rusher. He's a big guy, 6'4", 250. Of course, this is his last year of college football right here. Surprised he's not going to the draft. But this is the good thing. He was on visit today, Saturday, January 10th. He is on visit currently at LSU's campus. And there were rumors before of maybe him going and seeing Ohio State, maybe a little bit of Texas or Alabama or anything. But no, this guy decided to visit LSU first. And on Twitter, it's huge. Everyone was like, whatever, Damon Wilson has scheduled a visit and is being pursued by a SEC team. Nobody knew who it was. Guys, it was LSU. LSU had him on visit today, this Saturday, okay? And this is the thing that LSU has been lacking, all my Tiger fans. You know this. This season, our run game on the edge, we were able to stop the run on the edge. Patrick Payton and Jack Pyburn are great stopping the run, but man, we cannot get home to the quarterback. There was no true pass rusher on this defense. Of course, Harold Perkins was really, really good, but the guy's 6 foot. He's not tall enough to rush the pass. Damon Wilson, man, with the D-line that LSU has been building, these guys that they've been getting, Stephylon Green, the defensive tackle from Auburn, and all these great players. I mean, you got the safety from Boise State, the best safety in the portal. If you get Damon Wilson, man, that is just the cherry on top of this defensive class. You need a true pass rusher. Jaylen Brown, he looks pretty good. He's got some potential. All right. And then you also get Jordan Ross from Tennessee, former 5-star. That's your work in progress. That is your Chaz Coleman. Chaz Coleman still has a lot of work to do. I feel like Jordan Ross is a better physical prospect to be a elite pass rusher, but you still need that guy who's going to set the tone on the defensive line, who's going to be rushing that pass. That is going to be Damon Wilson. This man should be an LSU Tiger. And man, LSU fans, we should all be excited for this guy since he is visiting us first. He's a dog. He is a dog. I would be willing to pay top dollar for this guy. He is the best edge rusher in the portal. I know Chaz Coleman's ranked higher than him, but this guy has proven on the field why he is a dominant player and why he was literally a second-team All-SEC player. Okay, that says a lot. Multiple programs are chasing out this guy, but it seems like Blake Baker and this LSU staff wants Damon. They want him. This is the biggest weakness of the defense this past year was getting after the quarterback. We were able to apply pressure, but we couldn't produce sacks. We couldn't produce, those big plays that would flip the side of the field. You know what I mean? That would help your defense start to create some momentum. Most of that momentum had to be created by the corners and secondary and linebackers, which is just unnecessary. You know what I mean? You got to spread it out. And man, the way this team is looking, it is looking nasty. Nasty. That's all I got to say. But yeah, I am so excited to see what this weekend brings and transfer-wise. Supposedly, something big is in the works. I don't know exactly what it is. It could be Damon Wilson committing. It could be Sam Leavitt committing. It could be Husan Longstreet committing. It could be anyone. Okay? There's also that Kentucky offensive lineman on visit as well. And obviously, LSU now has the offensive line coach from Kentucky. So I love transfer portal. It is so much fun, so interesting. It's like free agency in the NFL, but 10 million times better because so many big names are constantly out there. So, all right, guys, if you loved this video, please like and subscribe. Comment down below. I want to answer y'all's comments. I want to talk to some people. I want to create a fan base here, create a community. I love comments. I love responding to comments. But yeah, guys, if you like the video, smash the like button, click the subscribe, click the bell icon to be notified of our next video. Comment down below anything that you want to say, anything you're feeling. Everyone can talk except for Ole Miss and Alabama fans because I'm just going to trash talk y'all in the comments. So, all right, y'all stay blessed. Love you guys.